Okay, so we shot a video a couple years ago on how to contract your abs, where I talked about there's 3 ways people what they tend to do with their stomach when I'm teaching them to contract their abs, either suck in, bear down, or brace. And brace is the correct one. Today, and we had this question on YouTube for that video, I want to go into a little more depth about how to brace, and then why does it matter? Why do you need to brace? So first, how to brace. This is how I typically teach this, right? So I usually have my patient lying in this position here, and especially if there's someone who's sucking in or bearing down like that, it's like, how do you get them to feel what a brace is? And typically what I'll have them do is bring their knees up, and you can try this at home, right? Lift your head and push, okay? And then that there will make you brace, basically, right? If you're doing this, your stomach's gonna contract in the correct way, and everything will contract, and that's when you'll be bracing. So once you feel like you're squeezing your stomach really hard, because by resisting that motion, bring your fingers down and see what that feels like. You could even maybe use your one hand and your forearm if you feel like you need to initiate it further, and you'll feel how hard your stomach is. Even if you have a little bit of extra tissue there between your abs, a little bit of belly fat, right? You can still press down in there and feel how hard that contraction is, okay? Then the idea would be, can you keep it that hard while you relax everything, right? So this position initiates it, but the key to bracing is that you could just be lying right here and then be able to squeeze and feel that same thing, right? And just squeeze without lifting your head or anything and make it that hard, exactly that hard, okay? So that's how I tend to teach people to brace, is like, you should be able to just turn it on. I often use the analogy of a fist, is that if you make a fist, right, you'll be and it's easy to just squeeze it hard and fast. You should be able to just turn your abs on just like that too. Okay, so now let's talk about why you have to brace. And before we do that, my mic is stuck inside the table. There we go. Okay, I got it. All right, let's go over here and we'll talk about why we need to brace. Okay, so why does it matter? So let's take an exercise like a back squat, right? And if you're doing a back squat and you have a tendency as you go down for your back to bow in and your ribs to open up like this, that's why you need to brace, right? Bracing is important for keeping stability of the spine while you move. Okay, so it's just as simple as that. So if I was going down and this was occurring, if you're bracing, then you can keep it more neutral, keeping your spine neutral by being able to brace your stomach. So back squat, and there's 100 different exercises that we could demonstrate this on. I'm just kind of showing you some basic ones. Obviously planking, right? Being able to brace when you plank. A lot of people just assume the position of a plank or any kind of core exercise and hope they're bracing. If you learn how to brace, then you want to brace when you get into the position for working out, not just hope it happens. So any kind of plank, any kind of bird dog or core exercise where you're challenging the core, doing pull throughs. What other one do I have? Oh, another simple one is just any type of bridge progression. A lot of times when people are doing a bridge progression, what they'll find is that when they go to bridge up, they just arch their back like this, right? Instead of this is a time when you would brace a little bit, right? And then make sure that you're moving all the way through your hips instead of letting it go like this. So there's a ton of reasons with different exercises that you need to brace. That's why you need to figure out how to do it. So hopefully the cues I gave you over there will help you as far as knowing exactly how to brace. If you have any questions or you feel like you really can't brace, please reach out. We'd be happy to help you.